Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Pauletta. How are you doing? Shirt's all crooked. Let's see, less skin, more hair. Don't joke over there. How are you doing, Pauletta? The noise in the background is Jana enjoying leftover dinner. I already got 6 likes already. Thank y'all. So how you doing, Pauletta? Well, y'all don't be shy. Come on, y'all can talk. Whew, it's been a busy day around here. Well, not here, but back at home. Got a busy week of videos so far. Waiting to see if any of the other owls come in the land. There we go. Thank you so much, Tamara. We appreciate all prayers. They are greatly appreciated. And yeah, I've been getting to work on his foot. I need to go on fly. I need to go on and do his work on his foot tomorrow. So I might even do a video showing the mixing of the not of his foot because he's giving me the dirty look right now. But I will set up a mixture showing the making of the foot soap to heal his foot. Binge watching too. Thank you, I appreciate it. uh, I'm looking forward to getting him well. He doesn't go back to the doctor until June 14th, isn't it? I think it's the 14th. 12th or 14th. We've got it wrote down. But we're hoping he doesn't get a different diagnosis then because he's already ready for a second opinion. But I think he's also, I know for a fact he's going stir crazy too. Other than that, it's been a busy time around here for me because I'm doing double duty. Good evening, Lonnie. How are you doing? Well, basically, their stuff, they're not giving him anything. Nothing. Nothing. He's on Advil, Advil for the pain, mega vitamin D once a week, and a baby aspirin a day. That's all. And I'm still can't get over it. Good evening, Regina. Welcome to chat. All the owls coming in together. Um, I've never heard anybody being put in a walking boot and told don't walk in it, don't put any pressure on it or anything. It's just really weird. Hello, David. Good evening. How are you doing? But I'm trying to catch up on all the comments that's been made. Y'all just bear with me because during the day I'm doing double time, and by the time I go in the house at night, I'm pretty much wiped out. Yes, comfrey's also known as bone net. It's one of the best things to use for broken bones. My problem was I couldn't give him the comfrey tea because him being on Advil, which already, how do I want to put it? How did I put it last time? Taxes your liver. Comfrey, a lot of people don't know comfrey does too. So, and plus, We both don't have a gallbladder, so our liver's already taxed over halfway, so I couldn't do anything, and the wild lettuce wouldn't work for him, which is real. I'm still finding that beyond odd. Good evening, Beverly. How are you doing? Good evening, Loss. How are you doing? I'm glad to hear that storms are almost gone now. Man, we had some roll through yesterday when I was trying to do videos. So I'm gonna warn everybody. A few of my videos this week is gonna be just a little dark. So bear with me. It's been the crazy weather, and at least you can hear them. But yeah, I couldn't give them comfrey tea internally. So yeah, it's foot soaking time. I can now that I got permission to take that. Oh yeah, he could take the walking boot off and let his foot air out. I'm going good. Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear. Oh, thank you, Beverly. I'm glad you're here too. All the owls are coming in, slow but surely. But that's why I do a 2 hour live. That way, it gives more leave room for everyone to be able to make it. But busy, busy week ahead, busy videos ahead. Um, garlic scape harvest time. So I have two videos coming out Tuesday and Wednesday about garlic scapes and then quite a few other good ones. The swelling's gone down a little bit. He's still bruised just a hair, which I find odd, but and plus it looks rough because well it's been in that damp lockdown dark cast and everything, so we're going to let it air out and I'll get his foot cleaned up and everything. Thank you, Tamara. I appreciate it. It means that I love to hear that because it means I'm doing something right and I'm trying to teach everybody as much as I possibly can before what hits the fan. And it's a common, and they're doing a really good job of it. Yep, yeah, believe me, it does. It really does. But thankfully, he wasn't. He was only in a cast for a month. But the one thing that had me more worried than anything is trying not to get gross or anything. But it was the day after, wasn't it, that we took your walking boot off? It was I think the day after we went to the doctor's visit. It was either the day after or 2 days later. It don't matter. We took the boot off um, to let it air out so I could check it. And I'm telling you, that big round spot where that fracture blister was worrying me to death because I'm like going, this don't look right. It shouldn't look like this because it was all black and everything. I'm worried because I'm like, in my mind, I've helped doctor diabetics and many sick people, and I'm thinking gangrene. Oh my God, got to working on his foot, and it was all dead skin, and it came right off, and it looked like perfect brand new skin. I'm like going, all this time I've been worried to death about dried skin. Good evening, Kathy. How are you doing? Welcome to chat. Oh, it was horrible. I had, of course, later on, and of course, both of us, we don't like our feet to be messed with by anybody, but I took a lot of dead skin off, let it air out and everything. It looks good. It looks good. And I'm trying to be as careful as I can around it. But at least that piece where because I've never seen a fracture blister before. That thing was horrible and had me worried to death because, I mean, you usually don't see, unless it's a blood blister, the red and everything, but this was black and everything. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is horrible. And then it started to peel off and it peeled off completely in two big pieces. And I'm like, oh, thank gracious, that thing's gone. That had me worried really bad because we was really contemplating second thought, not second thought, a second opinion. It really was, and I really don't want to see nothing like that again. But stuff like that, I I can take open wounds, bleeding, cyst, all that stuff. I can clean all that out and everything, and I'm fine. But that was a whole nother different story. So hopefully I don't have to see another fracture blister again. Waves at Arlo Jr. He waves back. Oh, I am so glad that I've done that, Tamara. It makes me happy to hear because I'm trying to inspire people as much as possible. Oh, I'm telling you, it's addictive. It really is good. Hey, Jilly, I am so happy to see you. I've been worried about you, wondering if y'all were okay. And I'm going to tell you, if y'all haven't seen Belly Acres number 3 video about putting drain holes in a bucket, a planting bucket, oh, that is so right up my alley. If I wasn't where I if I wasn't where I'm at, I'd do that in a heartbeat too. Hey Tammy, I've been worried about you. I was going to send you, if you didn't come in the chat, I was going to send you an email tonight because I hadn't heard from you in a while and I was starting to worry and want to make sure that you're okay. Oh, this is a good night. I'm so happy to see y'all. I've been worried about y'all, but yeah, it's busy season. I understand completely because believe me, as my old phrase is, and this is an old phrase, I'm as busy as a one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest around the house. Because other half, poor thing, he can't do nothing. So I'm cutting grass or trying to cut the grass, take care of things. The garden is almost ready to till. So I'm happy. Good evening, Monica. I'm so glad you made it into chat. All the owls are coming to roost. This is great. Did y'all get to watch the lunar eclipse last night? Oh, that was beautiful. And let me tell you, I am so mad. I had set up, well, I was trying to use my camera. I've got like 20 different little videos I'm going to go back to see if I can get any good footage out of any of them. I had a really good view, but I was fighting with the rat hole convenience store across the street and their airport lights to try to film anything. I know everybody's busy. Believe me, I know. I knew everybody would. It's garden time. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, it was beautiful. And then I bought a while back something for me. Every once in a while, I just say, forget it. It's time for me to have something. Well, Sam's had a National Geographic telescope on clearance. So I got it. I had it all set up. And I'm trying to record last night. And apparently, I guess my smartphone isn't smart enough to adapt with the telescope, or we've got to work something out. Oh, I could have had the most beautiful videos. It was amazing. I was even seeing stars past the moon with that telescope. It would have been beautiful. Okay, sorry, I was catching up on chat. Oh, that sounds wonderful, Jilly. I'm looking forward to a video of that one. Yeah, Tammy, I know. Clay, keep adding amendments to that clay. It'll help. Like compost will help out a whole lot. So we'll add in a little sand when you can, not a whole lot, and just keep working that amendments into that clay soil, and you're going to have some really good soil before you know it. And of course, rocks, if them rocks are big enough, save them rocks and start building you a rock wall, and then that way you can build raised beds with it too. Oh, and what I was going to say, the next two videos coming out, I'm not giving them away, but I will give you what the topic is. It's garlic scape time down here. So I've been harvesting all the garlic scapes because I'm way behind on harvesting those. So there's going to be two more videos on the garlic scapes. Now about the Korean barbecue, let me tell you, it's addictive. Now, if you can grill the meat too, but you're going to if you grill it, use indirect heat because of the sugar in it, but marinate it for a longer amount of time, or you can just cook it like I did, bake it in the oven. Oh, believe me, we love garlic so much. If a vampire licked us, it would die. We love our garlic. And next year, I've got a goal, hopefully, to build even more raised beds. It's not the problem of building it. I have all the supplies to build the raised beds, but I just don't have the stuff to fill them. Um, I want to plant even more garlic because you can't have enough garlic. And I want to. I'm going to add, even though I'm not going to get to do it this year, but next year I plan on canning pickled garlic scapes. Oh my gracious, they're wonderful. But I don't know if y'all saw the one video about sauteed garlic scapes with the stir fry. I've got, let's see, one coming out video recipe coming out tomorrow Wednesday. It's going to be a twofer, so I'm gonna combine two different garlic scape things that I'm doing into one. Yeah, see, my problem is I don't have so many of the limbs and everything because I'm kind of stingy with the wood because I'm trying to burn the wood to make the wood ash for fertilizer. So I'm gonna have to learn, to not be so stingy. But I've got to start trying to make some spare money because I got to talk to somebody. I've got to get ready because once that garlic is done and harvested, then I got to roll in doing sweet potato bales. So you know me, I am so ready to grow some sweet potatoes, which I've got to get my sweet potatoes started tomorrow because I don't start them real early because I don't like my sweet potato slips to get all long and sickly looking. I like them to be fresh and green and good and healthy. So right now is about the time when I want to start my sweet potato slips, but we have such a long growing season, hopefully, that stays true because we don't know because this weather's going crazy, I'm telling you. And then I found out that mushroom plant that I was talking about last live, I have to grow that in the shade. So that will go back where I'm going to be doing in the morning because I done, I got paid for cooking two dinners. So I went and bought some topsoil and stuff so I can make my own soil mix, and it's time to plant ginger and turmeric. I'm a little behind, but we have a long growing season, so it should be just fine. And the ginger's already starting to bud out. Oh, I am so happy to hear that. I so want to build a greenhouse. I desperately need a greenhouse. Believe me, I really do. Congratulations. Those are wonderful. Yes, it's Google search for me real fast. I'll tell you the name of it. Hold on. Google search mushroom plant. It's a wonderful plant. I happened to come up on I hadn't heard of it before. Oh my gracious, you and those cats. Yes, it does taste like mushrooms. Now, I had the leaf fresh. The mushroom flavor, from what I have studied so far, gets stronger when it's cooked. They're both too small for me right now, so I haven't harvested enough leaves to cook, but believe me, I might have to make a little pot of soup to try it. Good luck. I will tell you that. Hopefully, if mine, what's it called? No, give me. Hold on, y'all, just a minute. Sorry, not being rude. Rungia, 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 Rungia. I'm not good with Latin. Sorry, everyone. Here, I'll type it in. That way, y'all can understand my Southernese. Oh no, when you know it, the first thing I type is the wrong letter. Gia K S S. Man, he keeps his phone so dark. Rangia. Yeah, there we go. Oh, good, good. Because, yes, I got to start the patchouli seeds now that it's warmed up. Well, it also depends on where you get your ginger from. I'm going to tell you, I got a great big bag of it. I wasn't thinking anything about it from Restaurant Depot. It was like $7, $8. It was on sale, and it was a great big bag of it. Well, and then I set it aside so it would start sprouting. There we go, sprouting, and instead of sprouting, because they spray that stuff too. Uh, yeah, no, it didn't sprout. It just all withered. So I went to the Asian market, and thankfully at the Asian market they stick the boxes under the tables of where the produce comes out of. And I saw on the box "Grown in America," and y'all gonna have a heart attack. How what I paid for that ginger, and let me tell you, I bought a ginormous bag of it. It was only 69 cents a pound, and I need to go back and get some more. Good evening, Homestead in the Hood. How are you been doing? Welcome to chat. So now that ginger is sprouting, and they had a massive amount of turmeric. Now that wasn't cheap, but I got a bunch of turmeric. That's all going. I've got a whole bunch of 3 gallon grow bags that I've been saving for a while, and I'm gonna be using that. Yes, patchouli seeds. Yes, I bought them from that place out of Texas. So I'm going to get those started here soon as well. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything in chat. Yes, the mushroom plant's wonderful. It's not related to mushrooms at all, and anybody that is allergic to mushrooms can enjoy the plant because it's not related whatsoever. Now, it does hail from Papua New Guinea. That's where it originates from. It's also an extremely medicinal plant, which I'm probably going to, well, not probably, I'm going to be making tincture with it. Not only, let's see, is it extremely high in protein and everything, it's higher in protein than regular mushrooms, but they give it to children down there who are suffering from smallpox and other things as well. It's very medicinal. Yes, my potatoes are gone crazy in the buckets. I've got to try to get them figure out. I'm gonna have to do some more work so I can get make some money so I can get some more soil. Because I've got to because I mix all mine, and I got to reheal the potatoes again. Yes, it has to be, and that's what I find interesting. So pretty much, it's an understory tropical plant, and yes, it can't take the bright sunlight because it'll burn up. Oh, I haven't done that before. I just usually just set my ginger up on one of the tables under the canopy, and they start sprouting. Everything's growing crazy this year. Good, yeah. People don't realize laundry baskets, especially the short rectangular ones too, but also the tall ones. As long as you take landscaping fabric and lay it around the inside and fill your dirt in, yeah, it keeps all your soil in. Oh, and I had a brainstorm the other day because I was worrying about how on earth I was going to get enough stuff to line my garden rows to put the mulch down in the walkways. Video coming out not this week but next week. It's going to save a lot of people a whole lot of money. Good evening, Red. How are you doing? Welcome to chat. You have to be careful about the garbage bags because they'll cause uh, moisture to collect, and of course, it'll the chemicals in them. If the sun hits them, it'll release chemicals and stuff. Yeah, but my garden is just so big, and I haven't been able to get out to go get cardboard. But this one's going to be great, and people haven't even thought about using this one yet. Yes, canvas material works well because it does eventually end up breaking down. But as long as it's down long enough for a season, that kills uh, the seed cycle of weeds. And it's wonderful. Believe me, it's wonderful. There's not many weeds at all coming up in Biontopia. Got to eventually, I think, I'm not sure if it's this weekend or the weekend after, I'm supposed to go back to house set. And I'm telling you, I'm going to be a busy old girl because I have got to rake up a whole lot of horse manure again. Because that all composted down, and oh my gracious, that stuff's beautiful. But tomorrow morning, I'll be doing a video showing me mixing my mixture to put in the grow bags to grow the ginger and the turmeric and the mushroom plant and all that good stuff. Yes, horse gold. And let me tell you, horses, I don't know what it is, but man, they make a lot of poop. They do. I'm telling you. I had cleaned that whole area, well, quite a bit of it up. It didn't, in a couple of weeks' time, it didn't even look like I had raked any of it up. And the poor thing, she's getting old, so I've got to get as much of it as I can while she's still here with us. Yes, zoo poo is wonderful, but they're proud of that stuff. Now, elephant manure is wonderful. I'm not going to lie on that one. But you got to let it break down some because it is kind of hot. So, horse poop does not stink. It does not. It's wonderful. Rabbits, amazing. Yeah, it's going to get harder, but thankfully I have inside family. So, yeah, I go up there, clean up the poop best I can because I get rid of the old feed sacks. Believe me, if I could get a hold of old fashioned burlap bags, I'd be growing potatoes in them too. But those potatoes are just looking beautiful. And I'm telling you, this must be either it's going to be late this season or next year. Apparently, there's going to be a lot of pain because I have never seen um, so much wild lettuce on our property since we've been there. It's coming up everywhere. I didn't let any of it go to seed, and it's everywhere, just thousands of plants. So I'm. It hurts me every time I have to mow some of them down because I don't have I can't. I need to build a long raised bed, which I have the material. It's the filling it. Yes, it's a sign. The plants tell you. The plants will tell you what's coming. The elderberries are already starting to form flower heads here already. It is early. Hey, Gwen, welcome to chat. How are you doing this evening? Oh, and there was another thing before I forget it, about the canning. Also, please continue to watch your lids on the underside where, it goes to where the food is. There is nicks left and right in them. Keep checking your lids. I've been noticing that a lot. And of course, with that white, I don't know if it's enamel or whatever, that coating they put on it. If there's a nick in there, that will cause food spoilage. I don't know if they're just being cheap on material or if they're doing it on purpose. Keep your eyes out on that. Okay, go check those bees and good luck on the bees. And maybe you might have time to come back to chat because we're going to be here for a little while. I know it. It's everywhere. I've got it coming up in raised beds. I know for a fact they weren't there or in that dirt because all that was completely wild lettuce free. Uh, they're coming up in mint pots. They're coming up in the cinder blocks. I think I had one or two coming up in the garlic patch, and it's just like, good grief. Yeah, everything's blooming early, which is making me wonder: are we going to have an early winter? That's what's got me concerned. I haven't tried that one. Yeah, yeah, but there's a lot of things going on, and it's making me wonder what on earth is going on. Honeysuckles blooming extremely heavy. And I cannot tell you how many wild blackberry blooms there are. It's just, they're going crazy. Oh, and Tammy, I'm thinking the ramps might make it. They might not. They looked really rough when they got to me. So I'm hoping to pull off a miracle on those. Yes, and I'm noticing poison ivy popping up in places where it shouldn't be. So either the birds are eating more berries than they usually are, or something else is going on. Just oh hey LP, I'm sorry you snuck in on me. Good evening and welcome to chat. Okay, good. I hope so because I was worried about them because I'm like when I finally got ramps and oh my gracious. But yeah, it's not the rubber seal that I'm noticing that's they're having a the rubber seals have been good. It's that and I don't know what they call it. It's like that white enamel underneath. Yeah, I'm beginning to think they're doing it on purpose. So before you do any canning, definitely double check your underneath your lids and make sure they're okay. Because I've been noticing that a lot. But yeah, it's the white part, not the seal part, but the enamel or whatever that is. It's that coating where it contacts with the food, and yeah, that's going to cause seals to pop in a heartbeat because yeah, it'll corrode a whole lot faster. Hey, Bounty in the Badlands, welcome, sister. Welcome to chat. But yeah, it's been really weird. Weather's acting crazy down here. Birds are I've noticed this year, which is odd. Now we always have a lot of cardinals born around our property. It's been a this last brood that has been raised. Of course, they'll have 2 to 3 clutches per season. Have mostly been on males. Oh Lord, it would be a massive investment for me for all the jars that I have. But that's why I'm praying one day that I'll be blessed with the freeze dryer because I'm wanting to pop over to freeze drying. Now there's a lot of things you don't taste as good freeze dried, but you got to get out and you got to run and bug out. It's a whole lot easier to grab a big tote of freeze dried MREs than it is a whole bunch of canning jars. But with that being said, we don't. I swear I'm praying one day for a freeze dryer. Yep, I've seen about the paraffin. Yeah, paraffin works good, but there's those people that's going to tell you no, it's bad because the big blue book don't tell you to do that. Oh man, somebody was fussing at me because I'm a rebel canner. I don't go 100% by the big blue ball canning book Bible. Go on, sit down.
Hello, everybody!
It's never a dull moment around here. Never a dull moment. What? Juniors are looking at me. That was what he calls me his American mom.
Hell yeah. Tasty.
Now, is there any left for Krista and me?
There'll be sufficient.
It'll be sufficient. Yes, correct. You were right, Regina. Our Junior's over here, he was gripping in on the crutches looking at me. And I'm like, on what? I couldn't get him to answer. And then the other one come in to go get seconds of dinner that I cooked. Yes, I agree what you read. I don't know. Knowing them, they probably did because I have no idea who that is. I really don't. I'll have to ask them, Regina. Do you know a Jana Proudmore? You ever heard that name? Hey, Craig,
Yeah.
did y'all name Jana after Jana Proudmore?
Huh?
Who did you name Jana after?
China Brown Wolf?
All right, yep, you were correct. You were correct, Regina.
Ask me why.
Huh?
Ask me why.
Why?
You Millington bitch.
You can't be talking like that when I'm on live.
Oh, I got it.
Sorry, y'all. Apologize. Oh my God, I'm getting all kinds of geeky stuff left and right. Sorry, y'all. It's wild around here. I tell you, it's never a dull moment, but I wouldn't change it. Yeah, I have no idea who that one is at all. But yeah, here's what gets me. Now, I was put down and talked about because I'm a rebel canner, okay? Oh my gracious. That's been a while there, Regina. Oh, that's neat, Bellyacre. Thank you, Jilly. Uh, I was put down because I'm a rebel canner. Well, here's the reason why I'm a rebel canner. I do research. I If you look at the old ball blue book canning recipes from the 50s, the 60s, 70s, 80s, so on. Back in the day, they taught you how to can up meats, food that would sustain you. Okay? Now if you look, oh no, you can't do any canning like that. Well, it was tried and tested back then and it was okay for people to eat back then, but it's not okay now. If you look at the ball books over the progression of years. Hey, Andale, how are you doing? Welcome to chat. I hope you're feeling better. If you look at the progression of the ball canning books, if you notice, they get further and further away from actual substantial food, canning of food that will sustain you. They are now more focused on jams, jellies, butters, pickles, and yes, don't get me wrong, I love those too. But if you're in a survival situation, that to me is crap food. That's that's snack stuff. That's not stuff that's going to sustain. All right, now that's got to go down. Uh, it's not going to sustain you. So yes, I can stuff that technically is not, cannibal now. Yeah, I'm the same way. As long as you know what you're doing, you know the basics. You know if something's got to either be water back canned or pressure canned. And and sometimes you don't even have to use a pressure canner, but you got to boil the daylights out of it to work. But the pressure canner just makes it faster. Look at the stuff. And people have no clue. These people who, you know, the ball blue book is the gospel, and that's the only way you're supposed to can. Well, no, kiss my grits is what I'm saying, and I'm talking about unseasoned grits. You're not getting anything special. People don't realize the food lobby. There are food lobbyists out there. They have more power and more pull than Big Pharma and all them, because look at how the FDA swings. That's just like I'm doing a hummingbird syrup, making your own hummingbird food. Red dye 40 that's in that hummingbird food, don't you're not supposed to use it. It's causing cancer and stuff in the hummingbirds. Now, there's about a dozen countries that red dye 40 is banned in, but it's not in the United States. Not at all. Yes, I love making pickles. But yeah, and yeah, I was called, everything. Yeah, I got, how did I, how did I put it that night? Junior overheard the little weasel, I'm going to call him a weasel because that's what he is, called me out on the floor because he didn't realize I was in the chat. I don't care if you've been canning 40 years, you still should be following the blue book only of canning. Now, he just started a channel. Alright? If you're going to teach somebody, don't use a robot video to make your videos and don't show hands on training. That's why my videos are longer than other people's videos, because I'm sorry, I'm taking you along step by step as I do it so you know how to do it. And I know for you people who have been canning for a while, I know it gets old for y'all, and I apologize, but I'm trying to teach as many people as possible. This is how you do it. You got to be sanitary. You got to be clean. You got to make sure you have everything. And yeah, these people kill me. It's like, dude, I was canning probably way before you were even born. Shut up. I'm going to catch up on chat here in a minute. Yes, I make my own hummingbird food, and it's so much better for them because you know exactly what it. I even saw several people as making hummingbird. They're really trying to kill the birds. They were using artificial sweeteners. I'm like, going, you can't be using that crap to feed the hummingbirds. Trying to kill them. Yeah, yeah, it will. But it's forbidden to can it now because if you look at the books nowadays, it's all about. And don't get me wrong, I like my sugar, I like my jams. I'm not too big on jellies. I make some jelly. Every once in a while, there's certain things it has to, like the beauty berries. You can make jam with them, but oh Lord, you're going to have to pick a lot. Some things I only make jelly out of. And yes, you have to have sugar and stuff. Most of the times, it's because I like fruit. I do jams or preserves or the whole half, like doing peaches the old way and everything. I have a video. The hummingbird food video will be coming out Friday, and also Beverly. I wanted to tell you, the rose seed video will post on Saturday morning. But yeah, if y'all look back at it, it's amazing. If you look back at the older ball blue books, it's amazing what they taught you to can. Taught you ham salad. Now that ham salad recipe can be a little rough. It needs to be tweaked some more. Yeah, as long as those lids stay good and that seal stays good, that stuff lasts for years. People are paranoid and they want you to stay paranoid. They don't want you to be self-sustainable. They don't. They really don't. Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm telling you, if you can get a hold of the old canning books, you'll see a difference. And now some of those recipes to me is a little iffy, but I change ingredients around. I make it my own. But as long as you use safety and you know what you're doing and you're clean, make sure everything is clean and sanitized, you'll be fine. The main thing you have to know is, does it need to be water back canned or pressure canned? That's it. It's not hard to do. But yeah, I get called all kinds of stuff because I'm a rebel canner. I'm sorry, folks. I I try to keep the government out of my life as much as possible because I'm not one of their slaves, and not nor will I ever be. And FDA has no business being in my business about how I can or doing anything. Now, I'm not going to do something stupid and make somebody sick. I'm not going to do that. But I am going to broaden people's horizons to what you can do. And the sky's the limit of what you can, dry, preserve, everything. Yes, yes, I've read that one too. Uh, what was the other book that done that? Uh, oh, what was that great, great big cookbook? What is it? Good Housekeeping or some kind. It was a great, great big thick cookbook. It tells you that too. I think it was Fanny Farmer, or no, it was that other one. Yeah, I love old cookbooks. I'm gonna warn you, that's an addiction of mine. Cookbook, Better Homes and Gardens. I think it was. I'm a cookbook, or it's a complete. I'll have the name of the book for next live. I guarantee you that one. I have addictions, but thankfully it's not anything bad. I collect old cookbooks. Love cookbooks. I collect wind chimes, yard art, seeds. Oh my God, yeah, seeds. But uh, yeah, look at those old recipes that they had in there compared to the recipes they tell people nowadays. They don't want you being self sufficient. They don't want you cooking your own food. They want you stuck going to get this pre made crap, and that's what's killing everybody. Oh, good, good. Yeah, I want chicken so bad, but the way mine was murdered last time by them pit bulls, unless I can get a hold of one of those small shipping cargo things, I'm not going to be able to have chickens where I'm at because I'm just not going to allow chickens to be murdered just to be murdered. They didn't even eat them or nothing. Yes, I have several that date back to the 1800s too. I love old cookbooks. Now, um, what was that? There's a channel, YouTube channel I love to watch. What is that one? The guy from he cooks the revolutionary like food and stuff.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
That's interesting. Now I'm telling you, some of those recipes back there. Now that's iffy recipes. Some of those are iffy recipes, but yeah, the butter size of an egg. Yes, yes, I know about those recipes. And believe me, a dash of this or a handful of this or a pinch of this, and yeah, that's. I was raised doing the old hand measuring and everything. Every once in a while, I'll break tradition and measure it out. Now, I do measure a lot of times for baking because I want to make sure that I got it right. But even at times that will backfire on you because it's all due, especially if you're using flour, if the humidity's high and stuff like that, you got to watch all that stuff. Okay, thank you, Jilly. I appreciate you coming in. I was starting to worry about y'all. Man, I'm glad to see that y'all are okay. I've missed you being around. I really have. You've been missed. You take care and you have a wonderful, blessed night. Yes, herbs are a miracle. They truly are. And as long as you study and you know what you're doing, you can heal anything. There is an herb, plant, tree, bush, moss, everything on this earth. There is something growing on this earth that will heal every sickness possible. Every sickness possible. Love you too, Jillian. You better believe for them old recipes, you better sift that flour. Yeah, but the basics pretty much on the oven temps. Base it around 350. Try the recipe once, or pay or watch how it's cooking, and raise it up if you need to. Always take notes on the cooking. Yes, there is a very old Cherokee story on the herbs. Yes. See, I'm sorry, I'm catching seeing if I missed anybody. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Trying to make sure I don't miss anybody's comments because all of y'all's comments are important. And don't think questions are dumb. Please don't. The only dumb question is the one never asked. I love questions. I love to help as many people as I can. I want to inspire everybody to be self sufficient because I'm telling you, you got to get your pantries in order. You got to stock up. And this ain't scare tactics. And I'm not getting paid by anybody to get you to go shopping. But you better get your pantries in order while you still can. I'm not joking about it one bit. Okay, sister, you have a good night. Y'all enjoy yourself. Maybe you'll get a little breath since they're out for summer pasture. Get a small 1 day break for yourself. I love you too, and I'm looking forward to talking to you. I'm just so busy, so very busy with Junior down. It's I'm doing double and triple work than I usually do, and I'm scrounging here and there, making as much money as I can here and there, keeping us afloat. Hootie owls. You know that makes you a hootie owl too. Yes, you have to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself that you can do anything within reason. I'm not talking about nothing illegal or nothing, but you can do anything. You have to believe in yourself. Now, just like me, I'm gimpy as can be, but I don't let people know. Once in a while, I slip in a video and go oh or something like that. I push myself on. I take breaks. I do as much as I can. Take a break. Get back up. Do it again. Take a break. Keep going. And of course, and I hate taking it, but believe me, I leave. It used to be Advil or Adwil, but it started hurting me, so I quit taking that. Oh, good evening, Deborah. Welcome to chat. How are you doing this evening? You're now officially one of the owls. I hope you're having a great evening. Yes, door hinges are a pain. I'm not going to lie. They are a pain. And you got to use shims and all that. I've done all that, believe me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. Because my main thing is I'm trying to encourage people to not think outside the box, but become the box so that way you see everything. Experience things. Learn how to make yourself well, how to grow organically, and how to go fishing and catch catfish. Uh, there's so much more I have to teach, and here soon the garden should be dry enough for me to till. And watch out, it's going to be really busy then. Yes, become the box, and then that way you see everything. I don't want to be in a box anyway. Yup, you can't see nothing. Be the box, and you see everything. I try to teach people to enjoy spices from all around the world while you still can. Grow everything that you possibly can. Stock back as much as possible. Oh, Renee, you're fine. You're not late. You arrived exactly when you were supposed to. We're still going, and anything there's replay. Oh, and I'm sorry I haven't got to your text. I haven't been ignoring you. I just haven't really sat down for long. Chip Drop. It's an online service. It's free. Now you can donate like $20 or 25 if you want to boost your chances of getting a truckload of wood chips. But it's a free service. You just have to sign up for it, or it's Chip Drop. Just Google search Chip Drop, CHIP Drop, and fill out. You can choose wood mulch. You can choose if you want to get logs. And now, there's no guarantee that she'll end up like I did with those 3 loads in one day, which was just an ungodly big blessing. Uh, and if they don't do chip drop out where she's at, have her talk to her local arborist, tree services around her, and ask them what they do with their chips. Thank you, Andale. Thank you so much. I am more than happy to share with everybody as much as possible because I know not everybody listens, but I can help those who want to listen. And no such thing as a late owl. We're all night owls. We arrive when we're supposed to. Yes, because LP, the reason why arborists are always looking for somebody who's wanting those chips is they have to pay to dump them at the dump. And if they can drop it in somebody's yard, you got to have a designated place because I'm telling you, it's a truckload of mulch, wood chips. And a lot of times you don't get a choice of what kind of wood chips, but you know what? It's free. That's what matters. It's free. You just need somewhere where they can, you know, easily drop a load of mulch in a big pile. Now, it's not seasoned, it's fresh mulch. You can still use it and everything. But sign up for chip drop. Uh, if that don't, sign up for chip drop. Now, it took me 2 years before I got my first drop. Just positive. Just stay positive. It happens. Uh, but check your local arborist. Ask around. You shouldn't have to pay for wood chips or mulch at all. And I'm telling you, all these big box stores that sell these bags of mulch, it's making a killing off of people. A killing. Good evening, Tracy. You're not late. You arrived right when you were supposed to. Hope you're doing well. Okay, I did finally get the money. Let's see, I don't know if it was last live or live before. I broke down, what I spent the donations for, and I cannot thank y'all enough. That came in just in the nick of time for some things. What I done with the donations is I paid for the one of the notes for the laptop, paid to keep my phone on because if my phone don't stay on, there's no videos. I can't do the videos. What else did I do? I bought gas with it. There was something else. It's in one of the live streams, the breakdown. All right. What happens is YouTube pays once a month at the end of the month. The thing is, to get paid, I have to make at least $100. That's easier said sometimes than done, but everybody's been really good about watching my videos. And like I said, I apologize. If I didn't need the money, I would not make y'all suffer with commercials whatsoever. But it's the watching of the commercials is what adds up. And I appreciate everyone that has been suffering through the commercials. Because I'm going to tell you, I hate commercials. I really do. And I'm not able to control which ones are played on my videos. And I know there's probably some that shouldn't be on my videos at all. But I did in one live stream, I did list everything, that I was able to pay for that month. They pay out every month. Almost have enough. Let's see, let's see, to have gotten a payment in April, I would have had to, for the month of April, I would have had to make $100, a little over 100. I hit $92.08. Well, what they do is that rolls over to the next month. Yes, it's actually better. I'm sorry I got long winded on that answer. Sorry, Red. It's better to donate through PayPal than it is through YouTube. The only thing I ask, and I hate to do it that way, but if you donate to PayPal, if you can send it friends and family, that way nothing's took out. Coffee, coffee doesn't charge at all. Doesn't charge at all to donate through, but when it goes through to my PayPal account, PayPal takes out. And I'm gonna catch up on chat. Bring it on. Yeah, I apologize. I absolutely hate commercials. I really do. And I feel so bad that the videos have them in it. I need to set that up, but right at the moment I'm not able to do any shopping, so um, I do need to get through and do affiliate links because I use a lot of things, and it'd be nice, but I'd rather y'all try to find things cheaper than just go into that one link to buy. Oh no, there's political commercials. I'm sorry about that crap. I've seen all kinds. I've seen beer commercials, all kinds of stuff. I do need to do the affiliate links, but like I said, if y'all can find it cheaper somewhere else, you know me, I'm the clearance queen. I'm always trying to find things cheaper in other places. But yeah, it's garlic harvest time. I need to be harvesting honeysuckle, need to be harvesting wild roses, doing tinctures and everything. But yeah, no, there's no buying alcohol because we can't cut loose to get any. Yep, it dunked you in a healing tub.
You have to get the temperature right though.
Yeah, that's another thing I need to get up is now I know not everyone's going to like my videos. I understand that everybody's got their own taste and ways of doing anything. My way is not the gospel. Well, most of the time it's not. But um I do ask if you can please keep clicking the like button. That's another thing I need like buttons and clicked and comments once in a while. Head first. I would love to do a video on them. My problem. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that. It was a fly. I tell you, these flies are horrid this year. I want to do a bunch of tincture making videos. I just do not have the funding to buy the alcohol, and I apologize to everyone. There's a lot of videos I really want to be making right now, but with him hurt and not able to work, and because he was the breadwinner, and there's no insurance, there's no workers comp, there's nothing. It helps the YouTube algorithms. It's a YouTube thing. The bots will notice that, hey, this video's um being watched a lot, and some it'll cause YouTube to suggest my videos out more. Oh, and where'd Loss go? Loss, are you still in here? Do you mind if I call you by your name? Do you mind if I call you by your name, Loss? Your first name? Okay, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I wanted permission first. Uh, Lawrence, you'll be happy to hear this because you'll swear by that video. I've got another video going viral or starting to pick up and go viral. It's the catfish bait video. Now, for the longest, my sweet potato harvest video was up there in the top 5, and it's kind of back down now. But yeah, I've got another one picking up and going viral. That one, oh, I'll be more than happy to give you some starts of it, Renee. More than happy to. It's just going to be a while because I just cut the scapes back. Now, for anybody that don't know, I don't know, I can't remember if my garlic scape stir fry had it. If you're growing garlic and it's producing the scape, which is the flower stalk, if you don't know you need to be cutting them back. You need to be cutting them back because you do not want your garlic to flower whatsoever. Because once you cut that flower stalk off, not the whole stem of the garlic, just that top. In the video, not tomorrow, but Wednesday, because I forgot to add it to tomorrow's video. But you cut that back, and it shows the plant, tells the plant, no, we don't need to make a flower and seed. We need to make cloves underneath. So yeah. You can use, if you can get a hold of chicken gizzards, but yeah, beef liver will work too. Turkey livers, turkey gizzards. Gizzards work good too. Hearts will work too, yeah. I'm just a little picky on the hearts because me being also of Cherokee descent, we bury the heart back to give thanks for the life of the bird being sacrificed for us to maintain, you know, uh, living. Oh yes, you can, and they're delicious. It's garlic. You can also do it with the onions as well. Have a clothespin ready. You can make that if you want to. Y'all will enjoy the video tomorrow, and you'll also enjoy the video Wednesday. The Wednesday video will be a twofer video, but I'm going to have a bonus recipe in the description. Always remember on my videos to check out the description box below the video because it has even more information. And if I'm cooking something, it has all the ingredients in it. Yes, we want to catch those catfish, believe me. Yes, they're wonderful. I recently had the garlic scape stir fry video. I think it posted, when was it? Saturday last week. Um, Now, the next two videos coming up will be dealing with garlic scapes only. Because I know this is the time of year for them to be harvested. I know people up north, I'm sorry, I know the garlic's not quite ready for y'all, but it gives y'all something to look forward to and how to use them. Now, in the Wednesday video, definitely make sure you check out the description box because not only will I have the ingredients or show you how to make what I'm making, but I'm putting in a bonus recipe in there because, well, I forgot I was going to make them this year, but there's going to be a recipe in that description box to make pickled garlic scapes, and they end up pretty much like tasting like if you like pickled dilly beans, you'll love those. Yes, you can cut those off. You can now, if you're growing onions, here's the thing, and I try to tell everybody if you have onions at your house that you bought at the store and they're starting to sprout, you can plant those. Don't expect bigger onions from them because that's not how it works. What you can expect from them is a big blessing. Plant them, let them continue to grow, let them shoot the plant stalk up or the flower stalk up. You can use them like you would garlic scapes, or you can let them grow and make onion seeds for you to plant for next year's growing. Uh, Now, me, I have some leftover candy onions that a friend of mine, well, not a friend, a dear sister of mine, uh, gave me last year. Oh, them onions were good, let me tell you. They were good. Now, this year, I thought they had, died, but there were some little ones. It was just too small to harvest. They're growing this year. I'm letting them bloom because I'm going to get seed from them. So it's an iffy situation. And garlic, I never let it go to bloom for seed because you replant the cloves of the garlic. That's how you get your garlic. You're going to wait 2 to 3 years at least if you plant garlic seeds to actually get a big head of garlic. So it's not worth it growing the garlic for the seed. But yeah, you can eat onion scapes as well. They're wonderful. Yes, your chives will flower. They're perfectly fine. Now, another thing I love to do with the chive flowers and the green stalks from the chives. Now you can eat them too. They're perfectly fine. They're not going to kill you unless you're allergic to them. That's a different story. But those chive flowers and the chive stalks make amazing flavored vinegar. Now, me personally, I always use, when I'm making flavored vinegars, I only use apple cider vinegar. Now, you can use rice wine vinegar, uh, any really good vinegar. I mean, white vinegar's fine. I just find it a little too pungent for my likes. I like, to me, apple cider vinegar is a little more medicinal. And you take a jar and put those, of course, make sure there's no bugs on them or anything. Harvest your chive stems with the flowers and put them in there and pour the vinegar over it. And you can use that for salad dressings, a base for making fire cider, so many things. It's wonderful. And also, you can also take those, not only um, the chive stalks, as long as they're still tender and everything, you can chop those up and dehydrate them and use them for, um, spices and mixes and stuff. If you love chive butter for the corn, wait for tomorrow. But there's so many things going on now growing, and they're growing wild too. Uh, Things are really growing good. I know I've got lemon seed. Lemons have germinated. That I planted the seed last year during the winter. It done nothing. They're coming up. Yes, chives are good. Now, if you have in your yard, as long as you don't have them spray your yard or you use any chemicals, which I don't understand why people waste so much money on grass. I cannot say how much my disdain for grass, regular grass is. Now, if it's hay out in the field, that's a different story. I'm fine with that grass. Yard grass, I could care less about. If I had my way and had the money to bring in shipments of dirt left and right, I'd have raised beds all over the place. But if you do not spray your lawn or anything, it's getting a little late, but harvest those wild onions and wild garlic that grow in your yard. You talking about good and eggs, scrambled egg, chopped up and put in scrambled eggs? How good are? Oh, he's out cold. I thought he was listening. Oh, he's playing possum.
He said I wasn't listening.
He's over here playing possum. But yeah, no, I am. Yeah, I do not like grass, not whatsoever. Thank you, Red. I appreciate it. Uh, let's see. If I try to open another tab, I'm liable to lose the chat, so I can't do it. But yeah, chive butter. There is so much. Now I opened a new playlist. Now I'm gonna be filling it as I can, and I'm gonna be making a lot of herbal butter recipes because why eat plain butter? Now I've noticed something in the store, and I'm gonna do more. I want to do more research on it before I make any, because I want to make sure that it's safe to do before I do it. Now, a lot of times it's best to harvest the wild onions and the wild garlic in the spring, early spring, but they should be still tender and they're good and strong. And just make sure you don't harvest all of the whole clump. Leave some so it'll keep multiplying. But I noticed the other day at the store when I had to go shopping for family that they had garlic ghee. So I'm going to check into that. And if you can do it safely, I'm going to do hopefully some videos on that. I have, and I'm dying laughing. My lemon tree is just looking beautiful. The one that's gone through two winters here, and the first winter was buried under a foot of snow. Should have killed it. Should have killed it. No, it's still putting on new leaves, and leaping and jumping. Good evening, Jennifer. Thank you. I appreciate it more than you know. Thank you, Jennifer. That's fine. I don't expect everybody to talk and chat. That's fine. I know people are busy. But the fact that you're listening, that means a lot to me and it's greatly appreciated. Yeah, but think about it. It's not really invasive because it's a blessing. What you do is just dig up clumps if you want to, and give to family members, or just means you can harvest them a little bit more because you can also use the the bulbs of those chives. They're wonderful. Yes. Okay. Getting back to my story. Sorry, squirrel moment. I have germinated that one lemon tree 2 years ago that's looking beautiful. I have lemon seeds that are coming up that I threw in the soil last December. They never did come up, so I thought they were gone or didn't germinate. Oh no, them babies are up. I've got honey tangerines up. I have satsuma oranges up. I have now these are a little bitter, but they are lemons. You can use them. I have the flying dragon lemons trees. I grow them for protection. And I've got so far I know I have about 45 pecan trees up, and I have 30 in the pots and they're doing well. I have 15 or more that's come up in the big pots that I need to plant. I finally got all the Rosa rugosas potted, transplanted out so I could start more seeds in that. I didn't expect those to germinate at all because, they were flooded and everything. That surprised the daylights out of me. I have I've got more black walnuts. I've got black walnuts. These squirrels, I tell you, the squirrels around me have dementia. They had or what I call sometimers. They sometimes remember, sometimes they don't. I have black walnuts coming up everywhere in pots, in raised beds. I've got to transplant them all out. Um, I'm wanting to get a hold of some American hazelnuts, so I can grow the trees here. Now, we do have what's called American hazelnuts. Yes, they are hazelnuts. They will grow here. I'm just looking for the nuts so I can plant them to grow the trees. A dear sister of mine told me the other day when we were talking, she's got native persimmon trees, saplings for me. I can't tell you how giddy I am about that. Good evening, Angel. You made it. How are you doing? I'm telling you, everyone, try to grow as much as you can. Now, I understand some people's not going to be able to grow the citrus trees. I'm going to some way, somehow, get those acclimated to this weather around me, and then hopefully, because the lemon tree that's little over 2 feet tall now, it has went through two winters here and has not died. So that should be getting really good and acclimated. Now, when it starts making, you know, lemons, it might be a different story. We'll find out. Apple trees. Find apples that are grown in the United States because you don't want any that comes from overseas because they get radiated and that kills the seeds inside. Now, there's a gentleman. Um, I need to post his information, and I'll do it in the what's that called? The community tab. Now, what he does is an amazing, amazing service. He goes to all throughout Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, Arkansas, and so forth, to old farmsteads, where they have old fruit trees that's been there since almost Methuselah was alive. And it'll take a small bit of it out. It's not as bad as much as getting nailed by YouTube and PayPal, because YouTube takes a chunk and PayPal takes a chunk. Sorry, everyone. Uh, all right. What he does is he goes to abandoned farmsteads or farmhouses or to farms where people allow him to go in, and he takes cuttings of these very old apples and other fruit trees. Now, if he cannot find, I can't cash a check. I'm sorry, I don't have a bank account, so I can't cash a check. Yeah. Like I said, I try to keep government out of my life as much as possible. The reason why I have the PayPal is I have a PayPal. I was finally approved for a PayPal debit card. All right. Sorry, squirrel moment. I'm going to get this focused in. What he does is go through to all these old farms, southern farms, where, these ginormous pear trees and apple trees grow. And if he can't figure out what type it was, he will name that tree after the family that used to live there. And he has some amazing plants. If you watched me at when me and the other half went to this last time we went to the farmers market, and I go, oh no, that's a apple tree man, and I can't go down there because I knew I didn't have the money. Now, they're like 40 a piece, but they're worth their weight in gold, because that they will grow in our area. And he has listings for different, you know, for all the state of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, and everything. Thank you, Red. I appreciate it more than you know. I really do. But yeah, what I'm saying about the apple trees, make sure that the apples were grown in America. Eat that apple, save those seeds out of it, and plant them. Mark those pots. Now, if you don't want to just put them in the soil, do like I do on what was it? It was back around December. I done a video. Excuse me. You learn when you're doing live chats. You got to have a drink, coffee. I'm not drinking alcohol because I want to make sure people are told correctly. And yeah, I don't drink in my chats except for coffee, sometimes tea. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, back in December, I done two videos showing how to germinate lemon and orange and honey tangerine seeds using the paper towel method. You can do apples that way. You can do just about any fruit that way. And that way, once they start to germinate, you put them in the soil. No, I prefer to stay absolutely sober and do my live chats because I don't want to take a chance of telling anybody uh, something wrong. And plus, I don't have a gallbladder, so it really hurts to drink. So, yeah, very rare occasion do I drink. I don't care if y'all are drinking it, that's fine. But me giving y'all information, I want to make sure that I'm of sound mind. Now, I'm not going to admit that I'm not crazy, but that's a different story. I contain my crazy. Oh no, a drunk me would not be fun. Oh God, no. I get really quiet. I'm the one, and I got drunk once in a blue moon when I was younger, but I'm the one that I get real quiet because I'm watching everyone because I'm expecting a fight to break out, and I sit close to the door. So when the fight does break out, I can be the first one out the door to get away from the crowd. You ask them. They, by law, have to tell you what kind of apples they are growing. Now, unfortunately, a lot of the pick your own are going to be grafted apples. Sometimes it can backfire on you. You might get the apple, a seed that will sprout the apple that you picked, or a chance of getting whatever they grafted that apple tree to. So it's an iffy situation. Yes, I get very quiet, hypersensitive, and I watch and make sure, a fight's not going to break out. So, no. Yes, ask, and then you also need to make sure, because they have to tell you if it's heirloom or if it's hybrid and stuff like that. They have to, by law, tell you. Now, another thing you can do is go to farmers markets. They're wonderful, but keep an eye on them people in the farmers market. Excuse me. All right. Keep an eye on people in farmers markets. Even they can't tell the truth most of the time. Because if you ever notice, if you go to a farmer's market, they'll put the boxes underneath the tables, and you can see that they didn't grow that food. They went to a wholesaler and bought it. Just keep an eye on it. You know the ones who grow it themselves. There's no boxes, or they bring it in tubs or whatever they can haul it in. And just ask questions. Sorry about that, y'all. Just ask questions and yeah. But if it's actual a small town farmers market, it's worth going to. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to check my PayPal picture. Uh-oh. Oh my gracious. Now you're making me wonder what on earth my picture on PayPal looked like. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, you know. I mean, certain things give it away. All right, Lawrence. Nude gardening day was just an illusion. Because I'm in the South. You ain't going to go nude for very long in the South if you want to survive and keep all your blood. I just happened to catch it at the right moment to be able to do it. And no, I was not completely nude. I'm going to tell you that right now. It was all of an illusion. But I'm not going to lie. When the shirt come off, that cool breeze across the skin, I'm not going to lie. That was wonderful. And then I got the video made, and then I heard the horsefly go bzzz back behind me, and then the mosquitoes started buzzing in my ear, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. This is freaky. TMI. No, I was clothed, y'all. I was not naked. The only thing naked on me was from here up. I had shoes, socks, pants, oh, believe me, I was. I had the bra was still on, the straps were just down. That's all. Believe me, I was not naked. There was skin showing from here up and, well, from under the bra down to my waistband. Here in the South, you ain't gonna go naked for long, I'm telling you, if you want to survive and not be anemic. Naked sailing. I remember that one. She's getting back to nature. Look, I couldn't help myself. It was a great time. But like I said, I'm not gonna lie, it felt good because it was it was the day before Mother's Day when I made the video, uh, which was actual Naked Gardening Day. We had rain come through and it just knocked the 90-degree temperatures down. And we were in about the middle 70s. And it was a cool breeze. And I'm not going to lie, it felt wonderful. Next time, hold an apple. I couldn't help it. I had so much fun. But believe me, I was where I could get away with it. There is no way on earth I would have tried to get away with that video where I live at. I was house sitting that weekend and I had the opportunity and I took it because I was down in the woods, down in the country. Oh no, no. Oh, you're welcome, Lawrence. More than happy to. Yeah, I rarely ever wear makeup anymore. As I've gotten older, you finally realize you don't need that crap. I am all natural. You take me as I am, or you look away. Vanity has never been my thing, and I got tired of putting on the makeup to go to work, come back home, take the makeup off, put the makeup back on in the morning, take it. I get tired of it. And plus, it's so much better for your health the less products that you put on your skin. Yeah, I gave up on fingernails a long time ago. I'm a gardener and I build things, I break fingernails. No, I'm good. Fingernail polish really has never wanted to stick to my nails anyway. I buy fingernail polish once in a while to color code my keys or my keychain or my key ring actually. But yeah, I quit trying to deal with the fingernail polish because it don't last on me at all. But yeah, makeup, I do wear makeup to funerals and stuff like that. I learned my lesson, waterproof makeup. Uh, but other than that, no, I don't have time for all that stuff. And it's just less that you have to worry about buying, less chemicals you're just adding into yourself and everything. Oh, nobody wants me on their live. Nobody's invited me. So I guess I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, I've never had a live invite. But yeah, even on a live stream, I mean, try my best to look as nice as I can for the live stream. I'm not going to gussy up, Y'all see me during the week in t-shirts and stained t-shirts and horrible pants and stuff. At least on the live, I'm sitting here enjoying myself, having fun, talking to everybody. I want to try to look somewhat decent. Oh, that would be great. Because, yeah, I don't know if I aggravate everyone or intimidate them or I don't know. But, yeah, no, nobody's ever asked me to be on their live stream. But that's okay. I'm good. 'Cause I've got the owls and I'm busy making videos trying to help out as many people as possible to be self-sufficient. Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm still going forward. I'm still surprised and just mesmerized at my subscriber count is going up, and it just shocks me. Thank you, Angel. I appreciate it. Nude sailing day for all the owls. Now, I'll have to tell you, me and boats usually don't get along. I'm what they call a landlubber. I like having my feet on the ground. We will live stream. We will live stream. If I could make sure that bugs wasn't going to attack me, and I could aim the screen just right, do a naked gardening day live stream, but I'd have to be really careful. A plant swap would be great. I would love it. Now I know Red, if she's still in here, she's been just itching for like a weekend retreat where we all have a gathering, which would be great because I know campground not too far from me. I don't have enough bug spray to cover my whole body. But I know a campground not too far from me where it's a big lodge and then they have cabins around. It holds maybe, I think, 150, 200 people. Now, of course, everybody, it's bunk beds and stuff. Do it on April Fool Day. And it's $350 a day, if I remember right, to rent that out, and that would be great. The campground. It's at Shelby Forest. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's got a big kitchen. I can, cook for y'all. I cook for y'all. It's got the the main what do you call it? I can't even think. The main the big building. It's got kitchen, full kitchen and everything, and refrigerators, big refrigerator, freezer, everything, and main hall. That's what it's called. Then you got the main hall where it's all enclosed, and yeah, I'd fly out to go. Well, the airport's not too awful far, and I mean it's in the woods, y'all. It's in the woods. With hey, seed swap. Could do a seed swap, but we could look into that. Now, of course, I'd have to rent it. Uh, would have to rent it. Have the funding to be able to rent it. But everybody, and I'd hate to make everybody pay, but pay a certain amount, and that way food and lodging, and as long as people didn't mind sharing rooms, because um, it's 4 long like cabins, and each like dorm cabins. Each one has a full bathroom, and there's 4 rooms per long cabin, and each room has about 8 bunk beds in it. Uh, Sometimes now you would have to go to the campground to use tents if you wanted to use tents. But yeah, because they used to let I would have to check into it. Used to back in the day, you were allowed to camp out in the big field. Uh, you could camp out in the big field, but I don't know if they still allow that or not. But yeah, it's full bathrooms and everything, and it showers, bathroom stalls, sinks, everything, and like I said, big main hall where workshops and swaps and everything could happen in the main hall, and then full kitchen right there. And I'm talking about big kitchen because I know I've worked that kitchen many a time. Uh, and yeah, it would be great. But yeah, you can bring tents if you wanted to. Now, like I said, I'd have to find out if they allowed you to tent camp there at that site, or if you had to go on down the road a ways. Oh no, no, no outhouses. No, these are working toilets. Yeah, and not so much about snakes. You have to worry about them southern outhouses. It's them black widows and brown recluses you got to look out for. A lot of times snakes care less about the outhouses. Now, unless it's, in a place where they need some cool, but yeah. But yeah, it's the black widows and recluses you have to watch out for in them outhouses. But yeah, no, at like I said, 4 cabins, 4 complete long like dorm cabins. Each one has a full bathroom. But yeah, it'd be great. It would be great to have a giant retreat once a year. I couldn't tell you how much fun that would be. And then I know last time I was there, there's one big fire pit out in the field, and then there's another one. I prefer just to keep that one big fire pit in the field. And of course, there's night viewing. Oh my gracious, you're out in the woods, and the field's open, and you can see, oh, just stars everywhere, shooting stars and everything. It's beautiful there. Now, of course, being in the woods, you still gotta watch where you walk and everything. Snakes and it's south. You're in the woods, and there's a big lake that butts to the back of the campground area, and the Canadian geese all land back there, and it ducks, all kinds of wonderful things. It's a beautiful place. It really is. And last time I heard, they were revamping it all, so it might be even better now. But did anybody have any questions they needed answered? Because this week's going to be busy with videos, good videos. And like I said, a couple videos are going to be a little dark. I tried my best. Here, it's me that's dark, but what I'm doing is not too dark. It was storm clouds coming in and out. Because at one point, uh, man, it got so dark from the clouds that were coming over. People's back porch lights were coming on. Moonshine. Oh no, we still You gotta, if you're gonna make moonshine down here, you still gotta hide it. But believe me, if you're talking about like actual moonlight at that campground when it's full moon, it just lights filled up and everything. Deer come up and oh, it's beautiful. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Angel. The best thing would be comfrey. Soak, if you can, soak the wrist in comfrey or make you a comfrey tea. No, it's a state park. Can't have alcohol in it, unfortunately. Oh, the red leaves, give it time. That's from being, did you transplant them from another place to that place? Is my new best friend. Now, of course, if you wanted to be sneaky, you could do that, but park rules state no alcohol. And you got everybody, all the owls all excited over apple pie moonshine. Lightning bugs everywhere, yes. Put it in a cup. Bigfoot. uh, comfrey. I have some plants coming up. I could dehydrate some comfrey. Yes, I could. Now they could be going through transplant shock. Just give them a little time. Uh, Make sure that they're not real soggy or anything, and you'll start seeing the green leaves pop back up because that's what happened to my alpine strawberries when I transplanted them into the grow bag for the grow off. Well, I hate to say it, I'm gonna go on and call it a night. I have had so much fun. I always do. Junior's getting active in the kitchen, so I got to go make sure that, because he can't carry nothing because he's using crutches and he can't fix it. I mean, he can fix a drink and stuff, but he can't carry it. So I'm gonna call it a night. Take care of him. Thank you, LP. I appreciate it more than you know. I hope everyone takes care and has a blessed evening. These chats just never last long enough. Time just absolutely flies. I have had so much fun. I needed the laughter because it's been a rough week, but you know what? We're all still above ground and doing well. Good night, all my owls. Yes, Angel, definitely email me. Everyone, take care. I look forward to seeing you next Monday night. Know that y'all are all loved and appreciated more than I can put into words. Everyone, take care and you have a blessed evening. I'll see you next week. Baby, don't go to the bathroom.